The Bracelet of Bordeaux. Now, this was a movie that I watched when I was about 5 or 6 years old. I watched it on Netflix when it first came out. My parents were kind of early adopters of Netflix. I don't want to say early adopters. Netflix had been out for a while now, and it started to become mainstream, but it wasn't like super mainstream. But anyways, I watched this movie when I was like 5 or 6 years old. You've probably never heard of it. It's not a very popular movie, and for very good reasons. It's pretty fucking shit. Yeah, you can tell this movie had an extremely low budget, but despite that, it's not a good movie. So yeah, I recently rewatched this movie that I freaking loved as a kid. And, I mean, as a kid, you'll pretty much watch anything. You know, I probably would have watched fucking Super Babies, for Christ's sake. So, as a kid, you'll pretty much watch anything, right? And I think movie makers kind of realized this early on. That's why you have movies like the Emoji Movie. That's just, it's just a masterpiece all around. You can't fuck with that. Great movies, great movie. But anyway, getting off topic here. Today we're gonna review the movie The Bracelet of Bordeaux.
What? Where's your new sofa?
He just steal it!
Lubbock, that white truck has our furniture! Go after them!
Why? It's insured.
Daddy, it's a crime.
I have no idea why they made such a big fuss about a stupid fucking red sofa, but it literally is it's literally so damn insufferable. I literally hate how they talk about this damn sofa so damn much. I could care less. I don't give a shit about some damn red sofa. It has nothing to do with the plot, and it just serves as filler. Just like a lot of other things in this movie. So anyway, the girls set out on the adventures to find the lost poodle, or dog, or whatever. And they're going to talk to a store clerk to see if maybe he knows about the dog. I don't know why this matters. Why would it matter if the store clerk is friends with the punks? What, is he gonna kidnap them in broad daylight in a public fucking store? Nothing in this plot makes absolute sense, but whatever. Let's continue watching.
Are we not normal kids? No way, that'd be awful. Hold on, do this. Why? So we'll blend right in.
Hey, I'm Officer Bradley. I saw you swerving on the road over there. Have you been drinking and driving? Oh shit, you definitely haven't been drinking. Good day, sir. Carry on. See guys with the power of smiling? You'll blend right in. You can get yourself out of any sticky situation just by, giving a nice bright old smile. So anyway, the girls then go talk to the store clerk, and the store clerk just politely tells them to just fuck off, basically. Obviously they don't actually say that because it's a kids movie. But yeah, that's basically what the store clerk tells them to do. And then in the next scene, they go in they go inside this insect infested area, and they leave their bikes behind or something, which is kind of funny because you just later see them with their bikes again, even though you don't for I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I don't know. This movie isn't very interesting, so I gotta talk about something, right? Anyway, fast forward a bunch of fluff and filler. They basically end up finding this bracelet, and apparently it was Grandma Mur's bracelet, and they end up finding out that it has magical powers. How nice. How amazing. What does the bracelet do, might I add? I have no idea what the bracelet does. Even after watching the entire movie, I still don't really know what the bracelet does. They don't really explain what the bracelet does. From what I've seen, it can summon the ability to move things, and it can put people in costumes, and it can also summon other people randomly throughout the movie. I don't know. This movie doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but hey, at least the bracelet has some magical powers, I guess. Fast forward a little bit into the movie, and they get payback on some grandma that was harassing them by summoning a lawnmower to destroy their flower garden. I like how you can tell that the lawnmower didn't even go over the fucking flowers. This is how you know they didn't even try with literally anything in this damn movie.
Good riddance.
I'm in awe how fun and joyous this movie is. You can definitely tell from how monotone and dry my voice is. That's how much fun I'm having with this movie. So much joy. Guys, guess what? This girl ends up fighting her first boss battle. And it's the ice cream man that was harassing them earlier. So yeah, she basically ends up almost killing the guy by throwing a giant basketball-sized piece of ice cream at him and pretty much almost killing them. And the authorities get involved and the guy is interviewed on the news. Pretty crazy shit. I mean, this is probably the most craziest thing that's happened in the entire movie. Yeah, but then the grandma sees it and, you know, she kind of almost loses her shit. Not gonna lie.
I must talk with you.
That's how this movie wants me to react when I found out how dangerous that symbol was. So, fast forward a little bit, they end up finding out that the punks are holding their dog, you know, the poodle ransom, and they need to find a way very quickly to get as much money as possible so that they can pay up and get their dog back. Yep. And what better way to do that than to solicit anonymous donations from other people? Because that never goes wrong when people do that. Hey mom, grab my dog and please put it inside so it's safe and sound out inside my house. Okay. Mom doesn't do that. That certainly won't backfire in the movie. That certainly won't backfire, you know, a little later on in the movie. No, it won't.
I made divinity fudge and delivered it to the senior center, along with 2 cases of Depends and a wheelchair. And I feel just great about myself.
My daddy left the windows open at the car wash, and I volunteered to dry the seats without complaining.
Shut up.
I got my survivorship bias badge after deciding to watch the Bracelet of Bordeaux, even though I didn't want to, and I'd much rather fucking kill myself. Guess what, guys? Mommy lost the dog. She didn't actually bring the dog inside, and the dog got stolen, and another dog got stolen, yet again by the punks. So sad. It almost brings a tear to my eye. I'm about to cry. I'm truly about to cry.
I'm so sorry, but Rufus has been kidnapped.
No! No! You were supposed to be watching him.
Hey, your mother was running an errand.
What's more important than Rufus?
Well, look on the bright side. I just meant that your mother found her sofa. There is no bright side.
Damn, imagine your dad sitting you down for that talk and telling you that there is no bright side. You know, he might as well have told her that she's also adopted too. You know, I think that's the appropriate time to say that. I'm joking, by the way. She's probably not adopted. I don't know why I had to throw that in there. You know, fun trivia fact. I don't know. Uh-oh, Frenchie's dog died. Or not, as it's shown later in the movie, but I mean, as of now, we think the dog's dead. So, there's that. This is the part where the girl starts getting hundreds of dollars in donations, and obviously the mom feels really ashamed for it because she doesn't want to solicit random donations, as she should. This is also the part where I'm supposed to fortunately give a fuck, and quite frankly, I don't. You know, I really wish there was a way to do this in the modern age. Wait, you can. It's called a cryptocurrency rug pull. You know, don't look that up.
You think they would go for 18.3% in cash and a check on the Bank of Scotland?
I watched that scene close to 10 times, and I still have no idea what he meant by that. I'm being so serious. So, this girl ends up finding the punk's hideout, and it kind of backfires because then they start chasing her, and she hides under a barrel. I don't know why she didn't just stay here. I mean, clearly the guy was clueless as to where she was. I don't know why she didn't just stay until the barrel until they left, but hey, I guess running away, trying to fucking expose your cover and run away is the better option, I guess. I don't know. Thank God she was wearing her ninja outfit and didn't get attacked by these vicious Bugs, I don't know, I just think this is so funny. Like, her costume or whatever she's wearing, like the ninja outfit or whatever, is just so ridiculous and over the top. Like, it's so funny. Like, anyway, I'm just gonna talk about the ending of this movie because I'm so freaking tired of talking about this movie. It's literally such a horrible movie. You don't need to watch this god-awful movie. Basically, the girl uses the magical bracelet powers again to ward off the punk and get her dog back and save her, and they end up somehow getting to the main, like, henchman guy who has all the dogs, and they're using the dogs to sell them as purebreds for tens of thousands of dollars. But that didn't work, because they got caught, and yeah, that's the end of the movie. What a finale. Most boring movie I have ever watched, and I don't say that lightly. Like, even The Marvels, I don't know if you ever watched The Marvels, but even that movie was better than this movie. Like, I can't believe I'm actually saying that right now. At least The Marvels had somewhat good acting. Like, some of the fight scenes were cool, I guess. Unlike this movie where nothing really at all is interesting to watch. So yeah, when I watched The Marvels, it was literally like there's only like 5 people in the movie theater. It was me and like 4 other friends of mine, and then it was like this other random person in the movie theater, and they left halfway through the movie. That's how you know a movie is shit. When there's technically only 2 people in the entire movie theater, and one person leaves, and now you are the only person in the movie theater. That's how you know a movie is shit. And that was only, and the movie had only been out for like 1 or 2 days. So like the movie theater should have been completely packed. But no one gave a shit about this movie. It is actually crazy. But Sebastian, it's not very fair that you shit on this movie. I mean, they clearly didn't have the budget and resources to make a good, high quality film. They didn't have the resources to hire good actors, hire good script writers, hire, etc., etc. They didn't have any of that. And to that I say,
fuck you.
Because there are so many films out there that had extraordinarily small budgets. I mean, movies are expensive as shit to make. I mean, even a small budget film can cost up to $1 million to make. That is nowhere even remotely cheap for most people, right? But there are so many good films out there that are made by small movie indie producers. The first movie that comes to my mind is the Mario Warfare movie. That movie is a fan-made live-action Mario movie, and it is super, super good. I love that movie, and it's honestly one of my favorite indie films of all time. I mean, that movie, as of today, has over 30 million views, almost 500,000 likes, and everyone in the comment section is just praising how much they absolutely loved this movie. There is a really, really, really good reason why this movie is a commercial success, why the Bracelet of Bordeaux is a commercial failure. And might I add, both movies had a pretty similar budget, less than $100,000. And I think the main reason why this movie became so successful is because it was primarily a passion project. They didn't care about how successful the movie was going to be, how much money they were going to make, how much fame they were going to get, how much fame and status they were going to get from making this movie. No, they didn't care about none of that. All they cared about is making a fan-made Mario-themed movie. Why? Because they probably grew up playing Nintendo games, and they love Nintendo games. They have a passion and love for Nintendo games, and they wanted to bring that onto Hollywood. Look, this movie might not have the best acting out there or the best editing out there. Quite frankly, I'm not gonna lie, the VFX and the CGI hasn't aged too well. Even when it came out, it wasn't too good. But it doesn't matter. That's not what made the film good. It doesn't even have any popular actors. None of the actors that you see, you're gonna recognize from other films. There is no Tom Hanks. There is no Tom Cruise. There is no Christian Bale or Leonardo DiCaprio. There isn't any popular names like that. And quite frankly, that's not what makes a movie good. I hate when a lot of popular movies try to add all these popular actors simply because they think it's gonna make their movie good. That's not what makes a movie good, and this movie is the perfect example of that. What made this movie good was they put their blood, sweat, and tears into making a good film with the little resources that they had.